As you start to arrive fully, allow the eyelids to gently soften, either keeping a very soft gaze toward the ground or letting the eyelids close fully. If you're closing the eyelids fully, make this the seal, the connection moment where you commit to going within and keeping the eyes closed for the remainder of your meditation practice. If you're choosing a soft gaze towards the ground, keep this gaze soft and commit to keeping it low toward the ground. And as the next few moments pass, can you meet them with a smoother, steadier way of breathing? Starting to allow the body softness and stillness. Breathing a little bit smoother now. And if there's any edginess to the breath or shallowness in the breath, can you start to smooth and round it and ground the breath down into the lower lobes of the lungs, letting the rib cage expand and gently contract with each breath that comes in and out. Notice as you breathe over the next few rounds of breath that there is more space than you initially think to allow the breath in. These little pockets in our body that have been out of bounds until this moment when you intentionally breathe into all spaces in the rib cage and the lungs. And we're just arriving. We're just witnessing and being with what is as we land in the practice. So as you land and arrive, can you notice what's with you? Is there a particular state of being, a feeling, a thought? What's present as we begin? And allowing whatever is here to be part of this experience without trying to push it away, without trying to ignore it. Bring it in, meet it. Work with it through today's practice. All is welcome. So now we're going to drop into that equal breath that I mentioned. And you might choose to count to 4, or you might choose to count to 5 with the breath in and the breath out. Finding a rhythm that serves you, allows your body to expand a little bit brighter than it usually does in your normal breathing. And explore that for the next few moments, self-guided. In for 4 or 5, and out for 4 or 5. Explore. And as you breathe in and out in an equal manner, notice where you go in the mind space. Are you with the breath or have you gone elsewhere? For the next few rounds, stay with the breath. It's okay to drift off, but if you can make your way back, courageously stepping toward the breath, even better. So now that you're tuned into a deeper, more expansive way of breathing, let's extend upon that through the exhale breath being elongated. So the next time that you breathe in for 4, allow the ribcage to flare out 360. And as you exhale, count down from 6. In for 4 and out for 6. And the first few rounds, it might feel a bit hard to extend the breath to that length. But as you continue to move with this rhythm, it'll get a little easier. This is the new technique, this is the new practice to be with. And you'll be self-guiding for the next few minutes. Stay with it. And just a couple more rounds of the 4-6 calm breath. And for the next few rounds, you might imagine a color that connects you to the feeling of calm. Imagine as you breathe in, it enters the body. And as you breathe out, it releases from the body. And just keep cycling that beautiful, calm, soothing color through the breath. Imagining that color were doing its work to go through all the cells, all the muscles, the fascia, the bones, the brain. And it were just working its magic of calming and soothing those areas that might have held a little bit of unnecessary tension today. And we're going to be working in a moment with that color, that visualization, but doing a little body scan with it. So whenever you're ready, you can release the counting, the rhythm of the breath, and return to a natural, easy flow of breath. Notice as you return to your natural breathing, if anything's already shifted within. Just from that short time within, exploring the breath, has anything changed? Beautifully done. From here, keep in mind that color of calm that you connect with. We're going to start to place it in different parts of the body and notice what's there. Today we begin with that color placed in the soles of your feet. Imagining that color transforming your usual color here in the soles of the feet. And again, it's that idea that this beautiful color has the power to release and relax, to ripple a sense of calm through this body part. From the soles of the feet, start to make your way up with your awareness, washing through the ankles, up through the calves, the lower legs, the knees, upper legs, all the way through up into the hips and the bowl of the pelvis. So now imagining that color permeating and pulsating through the feet and the legs all the way up to the hips. Doing that beautiful work of relaxing and calming this part of you. From the hips, allowing this serene and soothing color to journey up through the lower stomach, swirling in through the digestive organs, through the lower spine, up into the rib cage and the lungs. And let this light or colored light flood all the way through the heart, the chest. And here in the chest and the stomach, inclusive of the spine, you're being released and relaxed by this visualization. And now noticing both shoulders, left and right. From shoulders, imagining this color trickling down the upper arms, the elbows, down the lower arms, and then imagining the color pooling in the palms of the hands. Now the feet, the legs, the torso, the hands and arms in this beautiful, serene and calm color. All the cells, the tissues, organs, everything pulsating with this calm and relaxing color. And then I let your awareness drift up now to the face, the head, all the facial muscles, the left ear, the right ear, and the inner workings of our head, inclusive of the brain, the eyes, the mouth, the throat, the skull, all being washed and replenished, calmed and soothed with this color that you've connected to. Now visualizing the entire body in this gorgeous, calm, serene color that you've chosen. Imagine that it were brimming all the way to the edges of your skin and beyond. The whole room starts to become illuminated with this calm, serene color, and you feel a shift in the atmosphere around you. Completely safe, completely supported, here in this very moment. And connecting to your breath once more. Letting that serene feeling that we're starting to cultivate inspire the way that you breathe now. And from here, releasing the visualization and tapping into the center of your chest. Becoming aware of the center of your chest now. And imagine a flower opening here in the chest. It can be any flower that comes to mind. Opening, blooming, and blossoming. And with that visualization, ask yourself this question. What am I celebrating today? And if you're stuck for anything to celebrate, how about the gift of life? And if something already comes to mind and it's easy, ask yourself again, what else am I celebrating today? And see what comes up. Feel free to expand upon that thought and why it's so positive and important to you. Just let it move through you. What am I celebrating today? Letting those feelings of celebration in, letting the good land. Don't just make it a motion of the mind, but let the body receive that. How does it feel to celebrate that today? And if it's hard to connect to, that's okay too. Just let it be present. And then starting to gently deepen the breath with all of that fresh in your heart, in your mind. And as you start to breathe deeper, just again connecting to that feeling of celebration, connection to self. Knowing that you're right on time, you're right in the perfect place. Nowhere else to be right now. And over the next few moments, just become aware of the feeling of your body being supported and held by what's beneath you. Notice any sounds in your immediate environment and beyond. And when you're ready, start to bring some gentle movements to the fingers, the toes. Maybe you rock the head left and right if you're lying down. If you're lying down or even seated, it might feel nice to take the arms up overhead, stretching the length of the body a little bit. And when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open and come back into your space.